Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to another episode from Crasburg. This is episode 79, which is insane how many episodes we have made so far from this place. Today I want to do a couple of different things, mainly some houses and stuff, but also just patch up stuff here and there. There's areas between the houses that we all gonna kind of just tie in, fill in with some small stuff here and there, like a stable, some areas to sit, some trees and stuff like that. So the time-lapse might be a little weird to follow as we're jumping all over the city, so please stay tuned for the walkthrough at the end, the first person walkthrough, so you can kind of see how it all hangs together. If you enjoyed today's episode, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't, so you don't miss out on any new videos from my channel. So what we are building today are two houses, and then we're doing, as I said, like some trees. We're also doing a stable close to the area of the main port, and then we're doing some sitting areas for a brewery we built a while back, where they can like take noble people to try their new wines or beverages, I guess, to maybe sell it to them. So the houses we're doing is, one is just a house for guy or girl or just a family working in the marina, so they don't have like a shop or profession in the basement or first floor. They just have a house, they do their thing and work somewhere else. And then the last one is some kind of salesman for recipes, or more like I don't know, like papers for how to make more advanced stuff, I guess. Like recipes on how to make chairs maybe, or different kind of engineering stuff. So that's what we're doing here, and that's the last building to be done in the noble district. I know that there's been a lot of new people coming to the channel after Crasburg reappeared, so if you haven't, I recommend you checking out all the videos, or maybe just like a video here and there throughout the project, so you can kind of keep up with what is going on. But if you don't have the time for that, next episode is episode 80, and every 10th episode I do a tour, so that means we're gonna do a little tour of this place, just walking around, looking at the buildings, so you can get like an idea of how everything is connected together. But again, if you haven't and you have the time and you feel inspired or just want to watch, please do watch the entire series. There is a playlist on my channel, but if you can't do that, I will put up a tour pretty soon, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But with that being said, let's finish off the time lapse and let's take this place for a first person point of view. From here, above the port below here, the shanty town, we can actually see some of the buildings that we did today. So right ahead here we have the first building, which is a house for one of the guys working at the marina, and then we have the patent guy or recipe guy. Please let me know if you have any ideas for what he could be called. I'm not entirely sure, so that's there. But again, like, I just want to show you the things I've been working on. Like I've made this little path here, like just in between the cuts here. There's been a lot of small things here and there, so just like this little stair to connect up this bit over here to this upper bit, which is kind of cool. And then been just adding some small details here, finishing up the paths. And like this back of this building wasn't done, so I did that, but we're gonna get to that. Let's get to the buildings first. Let's start with this one, and then we'll move like through the city up north. So this building here, it's pretty fancy actually. I feel like it fits, though it stands out a little bit. I'm aware of that, but it works. I think it is a little like too detailed, I guess you could call it, but it still doesn't feel like a natural, like compared to the other buildings we have in the noble district, like this one here and some of the other ones. I feel like it fits. It's just like a pretty wealthy family living here. So if we go in here, we have the shop, and there's like just a massive wall of patents or recipes over there. And then in here you come in and you can buy stuff, or maybe even sell stuff to him. I don't know how that will work, and it's just like a cool shop area. That wraps around here to behind the desk. And then we have like a storage area for papers, so you can put them up here. There's also like a little desk you can work on. So yeah, that's like that. It's nothing too fancy, but it works. And then we have the back here, where there's a staircase going up all the way up to the second floor, and this is where we have the kitchen. It's like an open kitchen and dining area solution here, but yeah, big nice kitchen area. We have a little dining area like that over here, and then some beautiful views over, well, the curtain is in our way, we can kind of see it. You can look down on the marina down there, and then on this side here you can look out on the street. So that's pretty cool. And through this door here we have the master bedroom, which is where the parents would sleep, and it's pretty big. It works. There's some shelvings, and there's, yeah, a big nice bed and pretty much everything you need. But then we can go up even further, and here we have the attic, and this is where the kids would sleep. So here we have a bunch of beds, and a lot of you guys have been commenting that I don't put in enough beds for the kids. So here I just went all out. We have 6 beds here. There could be 6 children here, and honestly that's probably more of a realistic number when it comes to kids in medieval times, because a lot of them unfortunately would probably die before they reach adulthood. So yeah, we need some of them, more of them. And there's some areas to sit over here, to play some games. A nice storage unit over here. Looks pretty cool with this big window here. We're gonna check that out from the outside. Didn't show that in the time lapse. And then just some storage up here. So it's pretty fancy. But I will go downstairs again, and I will show you just the exterior real quick, because yeah, I did some changes to that after the time lapse. So whoops, there we go. So what I did is that I added this bit over here, this dormer, and sticking out like that. It's pretty nice. And then this massive window here, just to, yeah, break up the blank wall there. It really adds so much. And then even a little statue here on the side to make it feel like a very wealthy household. So yeah, we did that. And then I added this little back thing extension to this building here, which, if you can remember, it's an armory. So in the back here we have like some areas to work with the armor. So maybe you can wash it here. Maybe this is oil to make it shiny and stuff. And then yeah, this is back to the, or into the actual armory itself. But yeah, I just did that. Added a little roof over here to work with in the back, and yeah, just tying it into the rest of the area here. Added some trees and vegetation, which we do love in this place. Running over here, we have another tree that we built in a time lapse here, just leaning over the edge. And again, just greenery like this is what brings Crasburg to life, in my opinion. So yeah, I really like that. A nice way of tying off this entire area here of houses. And then there's this house over here. It's yeah, it's a simple house. It's a diagonal one, so you kind of have to drop some details, but it works, I think. And then yeah, the interior is pretty nice. We have some, like, a kitchen area and a dining area over here. Not too bad. And then we have this Yankee weird staircase which takes you up. And I like the interior here. There's like a little spinning wheel for maybe the daughters or the mom. I know that might be not so political correct, but that's how life was in medieval times most of the time. So yeah, probably like that. Like a living room area to sit. And then we have the master bedroom in here. So that's pretty nice, like that. And then there is a ladder going up to more beds. 4 beds here again, just upping the numbers. And then we have, like, yeah, an area for the children to play and stuff. So that's really cool. We need to do another population count soon. We did that like almost 2 years ago. We counted all the beds to see how many people lived in Crasburg. We need to do that again if anyone dares to try. That would be great. If not, I probably have to do it myself, but I really don't want to. So now we're gonna move on, and there's a few more things I've done in today's episode that you saw from the time lapse. One of the things is actually something I mentioned in the last episode, is to detail or decorate this street here. So added some like vegetation, some lanterns, some hanging banners between the houses here, some shrubs, barrels, yeah, storage things, just stuff like that to really make this street here feel more alive. So a lot of you guys commented on that, and I even left a comment myself on that. So now we have done that as well. So there's a lot of minor things that have been done in between episodes, because I really just want to finish off some areas here. Here we have the bathhouse, and we did this, I don't know, like a year ago or something, and it's looking pretty cool. But what we didn't make, and what we have made now, is a stable outside for riders to come in and set their horses here, and they can go in, take a bath, and check in, sleep over and stuff. So we have that. We have a little trough for some water and a simple pens for the horses here. Simple design and nothing too fancy, but it works. And then we have added a little path to the back here, which takes you up to the wall itself, because there was no way to get on top of the wall in this area, and actually no way to get into the top of this gatehouse. So now we have that as well, which is great. Nice murder holes, arrow slits looking over the port city here. So we have finished that as well, which is great. So now all of that is tied together, and there's a few more things we're gonna check out. Been adding some more details to this street. It was pretty empty, just adding some vegetation, barrels, you name it, and decorating this patch of land here. There's like a broken tree, maybe they chop down for the fence, or maybe to build something, or firewood. And this path leads over here and around through the brewery that I talked about earlier. So this is where we make some of the finest beverages in Crasburg, and it's like a massive brewery. So I built this a while back as well. But what we didn't do, we didn't fix or finish off this little patch of land around here in the back. So we built this little bridge, but we just never got to this area. So we finished that as well. Added, yeah, this little shading thing to sit here. You'd bring the finest people in here and the finest wine, and yeah, let them taste and maybe sell them some. I don't know, create relations and friends and stuff up here for the brewery. So that's kind of cool. Behind the temple here, added some more trees and vegetation around the place as well. And just overall, just finishing off bits here and there. There is one more thing I need to finish though, and that's going to be the next building episode. Not next episode, but episode after that from Crasburg. And that is this area here between the temple, the prison, and the industrial area. So there's like a path here that's not done, and there's some things I want to do here, but it was too big to include in today's episode, so we're gonna get to that eventually. But guys, that is all I got time for today. I really do hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.